Hi, Scorpios. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my no contacts, low communication. The person that you're thinking of, thoughts and feelings, what's going on in this connection, what could happen around this no contact moving forward. But let's get some feelings. Let's see what's going on. Anything Spirit wants to share with me. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross watchers are always welcome. If you are not interested in your past, you do not want to know what they're thinking and feeling, this reading is not for you. Check out your love messages, check out your playlist, check out your collective love readings that I launch. So this is for my no contact, and I haven't done no contacts for you guys for a while, so I thought that you were owed a no contact reading. So let's do this. Spirit, please share with me, what is it? I do want to remind you on my Twin Flame and Soulmate channel, there's lots of no contact messages every day over there. So take a look at those messages and look for your sign over there for some no contact content as well. Spirit, please share with me, what is it that you want my Scorpios to know? What is their person thinking and feeling? What is going on around the energy around this connection? What do you have? I'm listening for you now. I have Boss Up. That came into me as they didn't like, it was almost like they didn't like that you were self-confident. You know, they didn't like you taking a stand. It's something along those lines. It was almost like you defended yourself or you stood up for yourself. Taking a stand, or stood up for yourself. But they didn't like that. Maybe they weren't expecting that of you. Maybe were used to you kind of, you know, just doing whatever they wanted you to do. And all of a sudden you said, I'm not doing that. But I feel like that really knocked them out of, you know, that really kind of, like, what do you mean? You know, like you standing up for yourself. You know, I don't know. I feel like you just stood up for yourself. Every step counts. You know, you moving forward, you having goals, you having ambition, you wanting something for yourself. Maybe that's not what they wanted. Maybe they didn't like that you were succeeding. Maybe they don't like that you're achieving. Maybe they're jealous. Maybe they're intimidated by you. You know, maybe they're, I mean, it sounds crazy, but maybe they're jealous. Maybe you make more money than they do and they couldn't handle that. Something like that. I mean, it feels like it's silly to an average person, but for them, it was like ridiculous. Like, why are you harping on this? It doesn't matter. You know, we're in it together. It's hidden in plain sight. Little bit of a snake in the grass. I want to say it that way. Getting away with something right in front of you and thinking that you don't know what's going on. You have a fighting spirit and you fought back. I feel like that was this feeling of you stood up, you fought back. And you could be fighting back still, you know, as far as standing up for yourself. Doesn't mean physically fighting, but you fought back. You stood up for yourself and you reclaimed your own power. You reclaimed your own energy. And maybe they thought that you wouldn't do that. Spirit, please share with me. What is this snake in the grass? What is this in plain sight? It feels like right in front of you. You know, it's the person who's having a relationship with your best friend, you know, and they think you're stupid, you know, that you have no clue what's going on. Spirit, please share with me. I just can't get you out of my head. Okay, that could be you, that could be them. I was raised not to show my emotions. I want a family with you one day. I feel like those are promises that were made. I was wearing masks to protect myself. I didn't let you in. I feel like I should have been more open. I know I've messed it all up. I'm going to agree with that. I messed it up. And there's something going on with me with this in plain sight. There's something that they were doing right in front of you. It's the person who's texting somebody else when you're sitting on the couch next to them, and they think they're getting away with something. It's almost embarrassing for them that they were so naive to think that you didn't know what was going on. It's almost embarrassing. I know I messed it all up. I'm letting you go because I love you. I don't know about that. That could be something they said to you. I'm not good enough for you. You deserve better. They let you go because they wanted to see if the grass is greener on the other side. And until they prove to themselves that it isn't, and it isn't any better with somebody else, that they lost you in the meantime, and that it gave you back your power. And now when they come back, they got a lot of proving to do. They got a lot of hoops to jump through. They've got a lot of, they need to answer a lot of questions. And I feel like that's something that you're adamant about. I'm not ready to be with you yet. That could be you. I feel like a mess. I just can't face you right now. That feels like, that just felt for a second that the invisible wall, the wall, it was almost like the wall broke down. It was almost like I could see it crumbling down. So the wall breaks down. The wall that they put down up between the two of you is crumbling down. Okay. It's a sense of, you're my weakness, is how they just said it. And they thought they were stronger and braver and tougher and bolder and blah, like big, huge, alpha male energy, something like that. And all of a sudden they're breaking, and they're a mess. I feel toxic. I was projecting all my fears on you. And I'm sorry. Okay, I'll take an I'm sorry. I haven't heard an apology in a long time. I'm going to say an apology, long time coming. How about that? That it's taken them forever to actually admit something. And maybe that's, another reason why we're so upset. Spirit, please share with me. I have a 2 of Pentacles. Choice. I feel like they wanted to see if the grass was greener, and they probably are already out of that relationship with this 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords. It probably went through a stage of bliss, they said. This is great. Look at me. And then everything came crashing down because it was just an escape for them. It wasn't a real relationship. So the relationship that they ran to, I feel like blew up in their face. And that's not a reason to take them back. But I think that they're surprised that they didn't have a choice. They didn't have a choice of, I can be with whoever I want. No, I think the relationship that they ran to blew up in their face. And now they're really facing the consequences. Look at all these 5s, 5, 5, 5. So I've got this kind of angel number coming in also. 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords, 5 of Cups. They are totally disappointed with themselves. They are totally ashamed. I feel like I'm a dog in a doghouse. I'm a 2-year-old that was put in the timeout chair. It just feels like I just can't believe I'm in this situation. I can't believe here's my Empress, and I have a Death card, and I have a 10 of Cups. So here's my Empress, and I walked away, and I pushed away my Empress, and I pushed away my 10 of Cups. So am I realizing that you're the person that I was happiest with? You're the person that it was right. And they had to have something to compare it to, is how I feel. Like they had to go back out there and they had to have another relationship to somehow prove to themselves that what they have with you is different or real. You're not a option. You're not, you don't have to prove yourself to them no matter what. Let's get some initials, first initials, last initials. But they do, I got to tell you, that wall breaking down, I was like pretty big. It was like, I could see the bricks and the dust going and all kinds of crazy stuff. So the wall's coming down, crumbling down. I have the letter S, first initial, last initial S. I have a D. I have an O. I have an A. I have a K. I have a P. I have another O. I have a T. The letter P. I have an O. Letter G. I. Y. I have an R. I have an N. An L. C. T. Let's get two more. I have an N and I have a D. Okay, so lots of letters. Some of you definitely could be connecting. Some of you may get lucky. We spell their whole name, your whole name. I love when that happens. Let's see if we can get some messages. Let's see what we're feeling. Spirit, tell me what's going on around this connection. The person who thinks that they haven't gotten something out of their system, and you can't hold them back, Spirit's saying. You couldn't, there's nothing you could have done from this person wanting to play the field again or wanting to test the waters or see what else is out there. There's nothing that you could have done. They felt like they had to, prove it to themselves that they still could, or it was exciting, or it was, they didn't care about the consequences, something like that. But I think what they were surprised at was how strong you became. Like that your reaction to their actions, that is what they weren't expecting. They probably were expecting you to say, it's okay, we'll work it out, everything will be fine. And that's not what happened. So I feel like it just backfired in a sense. And I guess they're feeling the pain. They're feeling the pain. You're so smart. Your intellect really turns me on. You're so smart. I really enjoy our conversation. So yeah, you're not going to let somebody I feel overall they felt that they were getting away with something. And what they don't realize is that you probably caught on a long time ago, and you probably kind of paced it and tried to get evidence and tried to figure out things because you are smart and you're not going to let somebody, take advantage of you. So that part, I don't think they were expecting. I'm still listening. I listen to the music you shared with me. It helps me to connect with you, although we are apart. So music is connecting them to you. My dreams. I've been dreaming about you. In my dreams, we are so free and in love. I wish I could stay there forever. So I could be daydreaming about you. I could be fantasizing about you. I could be wondering, will I ever get you back? You're so special. You're truly divine. I never felt energy like yours before, and I can't get enough. So are they realizing what they had? I think this is a great example of they're realizing what they had after they lost it. And Spirit's saying, what are they going to do about it? So it's kind of, yeah, you're my fantasy. Like they're fantasizing about you. You're my fantasy. I have pictures and videos saved of you and use them for inspiration. I want you. So they're fantasizing, definitely. You're my fantasy. Are they stalking you? Maybe. Are they watching you? Maybe. But I'm definitely fantasizing about you, whether it's I want to make love to you or I miss making love to you, anything like that. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need me to know? What is it that you want me to hear? On the move, moving away, getting a new home, the next step. That came into me as I wish I had taken the next step more than anything. It's a regret more than anything. It's a, maybe you wanted to. I wish I had taken the next step. That's how it's coming into me, because maybe you asked them to. Maybe you had said, where are we going from here? And it didn't go there. Like, you wanted to live together, you wanted to buy a house together, and it didn't go there. And they're kind of regretting that maybe I should have gone that route instead of the route that I went. I have protection, taking care of yourself as well as the relationship, self-care. So yeah, you are taking care of yourself. And I think that you did take care of yourself when you came out of this. I feel like you were very protective of yourself, very defensive of yourself, standing your ground. And this person in particular, whether they have a really high ego, little bit of narcissistic energy, they didn't like that you were standing up for yourself. Maybe you never did it before. Maybe they got away with stuff and they were always forgiven. But this time was different. This time was different. I have sweet home, making a good home life and settling down, marriage and a lasting love. I feel like this is what they're missing. You know, like they missed out on it. Like, would I ever have, maybe you've talked about it. You talked about marriage. You talked about a house. You talked about a life together. And now it's a sense of, you know, I really blew it. I really messed up. I mean, I was on the track to having a decent life. And now I just had this weird relationship that I ran into blow up in my face. And if it hasn't yet, if they left you for someone else, I'm going to tell you right now that it's going to explode. It is going to be a huge tower moment for them, those two. So if that happened to somebody, that is going to not survive. That is going to come down. Spirit's saying, come down like a crash, come down like a tower. An open chapter. There are still pages to write. I want to revisit this connection. So there's still like daydreaming. Is there more to come? Is there another chapter? Are we unfinished business? So you could be struggling with that as well. I mean, is this door really closed? I have loyalty. We need to stand by each other through thick and thin. I feel like loyalty is on the line. I feel like trust is on the line. So in order for us to be back together, we have to learn to trust each other again. And you could be saying to yourself, I just don't have it in me. I just don't know if I can do it again. You know, there's a part of me that's saying, I've given my all, and I don't know if I have anything left to give. They're saying deep down in your heart, though, you still love this person and they still love you. Why do we hurt people we love? I don't know why. Time passes, but my feelings don't change, even though you no longer trust me with your heart. Yeah, we just said that. Loyalty and trust is what you're struggling with. Time has brought me clarity about us. I made the wrong choice. I think that for those of you that like I said, if they left you to be with somebody else, it's going to blow up in their face any day now, or if it hasn't already. Spirit, because this person's still thinking about you, so how could it not? I still have dreams about you and our happy times together. They're comparing the life that they had with you with somebody else, and it's so unfair to the new person that they're with, quite frankly. That's why it's going to end, because that person's going to pick up on the energy that they're still hooked on their ex, you. And it's unfair to you because they're holding you psychically almost hostage with these fantasies of you and kind of energetically sending out to the universe that I still love you. I still want you. You're the one that got away. You're the one that I want to be with. So they're hurting you as well still. Will they forgive, Spirit? I couldn't handle my true feelings for you, so I kept you as a friend and nothing more. I mean, obviously you were more than a friend, but maybe at the end they said, hey, let's be friends. And you're like, no, that's not an option. Like, you're not going to be just my friend. There's so much unspoken between us. I need to tell you how I really feel. Yeah, it's the words, it's the in-between words, right? It's the space of unsaid words, and it can be anything, right? You just need the words to come out of their mouth. I want you to see the real me now. I've been hiding from my love, our love, for too long. I feel like I've done this once before. I almost feel like maybe I didn't run to somebody else, but maybe I pushed you away and then came back. So I almost felt like there was a repeat pattern here for some of you, that this person has like a non-committal energy, avoidant energy. When I get close to you, I run, and then I realize my feelings and I come back. So it's just I don't know. It's a back and forth energy. So it's too hard. It's too hard to think about it. Being apart has been more difficult than I can accept. Whatever the wall was that they put up between you and them that said, I'm done. I don't need you. I have no feelings for you. I don't even think about you. I've moved on. I got to tell you, that wall came tumbling down today, at least in this reading. And the other thing they want to let you know is that whoever they have been with, who they're pretending to be happy with, for some of you, that world is about to blow the heck up. So Spirit said they've got to be more in tune with their feelings, and then they have to redirect their actions. You may never want to take this person back, some of you. You may have gone through enough already, and maybe you just needed to hear today, like a reminder as to why you're not together. This person has a lot of work to do. This person has a lot of soul searching to do as to why their behaviors are the way they are. And in order to gain you again, I feel like they have to, I don't know. I mean, it's more of a feeling of I've got to somehow win your heart, you know, and I think it's just going to take so much to win your heart, is how I feel. They're asking me for a couple more love messages for some reason. So let me see. I should have told you how I felt. If they tried to fill a void with somebody else, instead of sharing with you, I'm not happy, or we need more time together, or I need more attention, you know, it's one of those. But the grass wasn't greener, and that's really what's happening. I can't face you right now because I'm not strong enough to face my fears. There are other things going on in my life right now. So I got to tell you, I think they got themselves into a bee's nest. I really do. It's like karma's a bitch. That's how I feel. I feel like, I hate to say it because I know you love this person and you're just probably upset. But I feel like karma has caught up to them, because whoever they're with now is really making their life a living bee's nest. And they got some crazy chaos going on around them, is how I feel. And I feel like they don't know what they walked into. It's like they didn't know how good they had it until they left you, because now they're in this like crazy karmic connection. So I'm going to end with that, because sometimes Spirit takes care of a situation for us and we don't have to do anything. And I feel like that's one of these times, Scorpio. Love them from afar for now. Pray for them to heal. Pray for them to find their peace, find their comfort. Love them for who they are and that they were in your life, and whatever's meant to be between the two of you will be. But for today, we're going to let Spirit take care of whatever energy is going on around this person and whatever is meant to be in their life. But I feel like they've got something blowing up, to tell you the truth. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you are new to this channel, thank you. Welcome. Hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, comment below. If you are looking for more no contact readings, check out my Twin Flame Soulmate channel here on YouTube. It's the second channel, and the link is in the description. And you may find some additional Scorpio readings over there. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, kathymamolenspsychicmedium.com. We're going to put this one out into the universe because we've got some karmic energy exploding all around this. So we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.